John, you mentioned preferred shares. What could you tell me what's happening with the preferred share sector?
Sorry, the question is?
Preferred shares?
Yep.
You were saying is there value right now, or
Yeah, I think preferred shares are an outstanding value, and I did more than just rebalance recently. Both Rob and I made a decision earlier in the year to add to what we were doing in preferred shares rather than just rebalancing, because I think the opportunity for the risk is, quite frankly, outstanding. The position we're taking is at some point in time over the next 5 years, there's likely to be a return to normalcy. And for now, you know, if I can get a 5.5% dividend, which, as I mentioned later, may be effectively tax-free to my holding company, while I'm waiting for some kind of long-term price recovery on something that has much less risk than common shares would have, yeah, that's a pretty good outcome. I'm pretty happy with that result.
One additional question. What about the oil sector? Is there, you know, maybe some of the oil and service?
In terms of preferred shares, yes, there is a difference. And in fact, we took a look at the pricing. I had one of our portfolio analysts really did a very, very nice detailed job taking a look at all of the preferred share issues in Canada. And there's no question, if you really want to take some risk, which we're not particularly interested in, you can look at preferred shares in just oil companies, and you're going to find that the yield is not 5.5%. It's more like anywhere from 8 to 12. But that's a whole different level of investment risk that we're not really particularly comfortable with. So while we have some energy exposure, it's going to be modest, and it's going to be names that we think are solid. Most of the preferred shares are issued by banks, insurance companies, utilities, pipelines. That's typically where you see the majority of the bulk of the preferred share marketplace in Canada.